Little Owl once believed that shiny things must be the most beautiful. But one gentle journey taught her something far more precious. Sometimes, the quiet things we almost ignore are the very things that keep us safe, warm, and happy. Under the golden afternoon sunlight filtering through the canopy, a fairy tale scene unfolds by a small stream where peace lingers in every leaf and blade of grass. Little Owl, with a tiny backpack on its shoulders, stands atop a moss-covered rock, silently watching over the forest. Beside it, a little squirrel clad in a cozy purple sweater cradles a large, freshly gathered acorn in its tiny paws, eyes sparkling with simple joy. Meanwhile, a young rabbit in a blue vest leans down to take a sip of the cool, refreshing water, its long ears perked as if listening to the symphony of rustling leaves. Amidst the stillness and peace of the forest, a shimmering streak of light suddenly swept across the sky before gently perching on a moss-covered ancient branch. It was the bird of paradise, a beauty so exquisite it left everyone breathless. Atop its head, a crown of feathers sparkled like stars in the daylight, while a long silken tail draped down like a multicolored ribbon, casting mystical glimmers of light with every graceful movement. Time seemed to stand still. Beneath the tree, the tiny denizens of the forest were utterly spellbound. Little squirrel stopped gathering nuts. Rabbit stood frozen, forgetting to drink from the stream, and Little Owl gazed upward in pure admiration. The magnificent splendor of the bird of paradise did more than just brighten a corner of the woods. It transformed the riverside scene into a magical page from a fairy tale. Paradise Bird looked around and smiled with pride. "This forest feels so plain," he said. "In the kingdom of light, everything sparkles. You should see what real beauty looks like." For the first time, Little Owl glanced at her own feathers and wondered if plain meant less. Curious and a little uncertain, the three friends followed the glowing path toward the kingdom of light. And when they arrived, it was breathtaking. Golden trees, silver leaves, crystal flowers. Everything shone so brightly, it almost hurt to look at. At first, Squirrel and Bunny were amazed, but Little Owl noticed something strange. No one was resting, no one was sharing. The shining bird stood in the hot sun all day, guarding tiny drops of nectar and competing to be admired. The kingdom was beautiful, but it did not feel peaceful. When Bunny politely asked for water, he was pushed aside. When Squirrel searched for food, there was almost nothing to share. Then suddenly, a giant shadow swept across the sky. An eagle. The bright feathers that made the bird so admired also made them impossible to hide. Little Owl quickly pulled her friends into the hollow of an old gray tree. Inside the bark and shadow, their soft colors disappeared into safety. Brown fur, muted blue cloth, speckled gray feathers. For the first time, Little Owl understood that what seemed plain was also protection. As they huddled together, their breathing slowly calmed. The glittering kingdom had color, but no comfort. It had beauty, but no rest. brightness, but very little kindness. And suddenly, little owl missed the stream, the shade, the acorns, and home. That night, under the gentle moon, the three friends quietly made their way back through the forest. The farther they moved from the glitter, the lighter their hearts became. When they reached the old oak tree and the cool stream again, they smiled in relief. Nothing had changed, and somehow, everything had. The next morning, little owl had an idea. "Let's celebrate what we already have," she said. So they gathered acorns, berries, fresh water, shade, and friends. Not diamonds, not golden nectar, just enough, and shared with love. It became their gratitude feast. As laughter filled the clearing, Paradise Bird appeared at the edge of the trees, tired, hungry, and no longer shining. Little Owl did not laugh. She simply smiled. "Come sit with us," she said. "There is enough for everyone." Under the cool trees, Little Owl finally understood. You do not need to sparkle to be special. Gratitude makes ordinary things feel like treasures. Little Owl once believed that shiny things must be the most beautiful. But one gentle journey taught her something far more precious. Sometimes the quiet things we almost ignore are the very things that keep us safe, warm, and happy. Under the trees, surrounded by kind friends, Paradise Bird finally understood. Being shiny is not the same as being happy. Little Owl smiled and said, "The greatest treasures are often simple. A safe home, a kind friend, cool water, and a thankful heart." What are you thankful for today?